Hi guys, TerMINator here with another Unison League video. So today I have for you a Mage guide, and unfortunately I couldn't get my guildies to be on the call with me. They're a little bit shy, just a little bit, so they were a little hesitant, and you know I don't want to force them into doing anything they don't want. Ooh, what the fuck. And so I'm on Sally's account, aka Shanoa, our guild leader's account, and the reason why I have her account right here is to give all you free-to-play players a little glimmer of hope. Yes, so she is free to play, and as you can see here, yeah, her stats are pretty darn good for a free-to-play player. I mean, you can't compare it to a whale, but still, it's pretty darn good. I know my mage isn't as good, and hell no, I'm not free to play. So this is the stats you can see right here. I don't think this is her highest gear score set. Let's check out the guild battle set then. I think this has a little higher magic attack. Yep. So as you can see here, the defense and magic defense is a bit lower, but it's for guild battles, and she's in the back line, and this is the highest magic attack she can get, which is pretty decent. I mean, well, now decent is the wrong word to use. It's pretty darn fucking good. Okay, so that's her guild battle set, but let's not do that yet. I'm gonna do the questing one first. So let's first look at her stuff she has. So for quest, she runs the Nyx's Blessing. Sadly, she has really terrible luck with the Nyx drop, so that's why her hat isn't infused yet. But if you have it infused, you'll have a little more magic defense and a little more defense as well. So there's a lot of free-to-play options, as you can see here. She's been playing a year, and how long has it been since? Like maybe a year and 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, I don't know, as long as the game has been up. She started like playing probably like 2 weeks before the game, not before, how could she play if the game didn't come out yet? She started playing 2 weeks after the game came out, around that time. So she's an oldie. She's a what would you call it? A veteran UL player, and she has pretty shit luck with her spawns, so that's why she gave up on spawns altogether. Just a little background history. And so this is her current weapon set. Okay, let me just focus in the loop. And though I don't main as mage, I do know quite a bit about mages, and Sally has given me some tips, which I will follow very religiously. So she has the Nyx's Blessing, which gives you a 10% increase in magic damage. Awesome. Just like the Apollo, but just, you know, in magic instead of physical. And with the abilities on your weapons, you should try to aim for Magical Testament. This is the secret. This is the, what is it called? The ranked weapon. You get it from exchanging 200 medals in the guild shop. And since the 5th ring came out, it's not as useful, but it's still really useful because of the procs on Meteor Rain, as well as Meteor Strike, because those are still very commonly used attacks for mages. Ooh, I'm losing my voice. That was a burp and a hiccup all in one. And here we have, what is this? I don't know. I think this is a Meteor Rain skewered. Ha! Totally off. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's using this just for the damage, from the magic attack. It does have quite a lot of magic attack, but ideally you would not have a weapon with infusions with this skill, because skewered, since Blood Oath came out, skewered isn't really used anymore. So maybe it was useful when the 5th ring didn't come out, but since 5th ring, it's things are a lot different. This is Magical Testament, I'm pretty sure, Magic Testament, and it's fully infused, so it does give quite a lot of magic attack. And as I said before, you want to aim for Magic Testament staffs and or things that proc Meteor Rain / Meteor Rain and Meteor Strike. So those are your 2 highest damage attacks still. I would never use them 2 together just because of cost purposes, but they are still very decent attacks. So if you have those weapons that proc, those are still useful, unlike for what is it, for archers and for lancers, and really for any other class, the secret weapons aren't as useful as anymore. I stopped using double sting now. I'm so bitter. I digress. Okay, back to topic. And pretty sure all these other weapons, this is magical. Can you see my mouse actually? I think you can, right? This is, yeah, you can. Okay, this is Magic Testament, the staff right here. Even though it's 25 cost, it has pretty high magic attack. So if you have this staff, I would definitely infuse it if you have other 25 cost weapons, because 25 cost, it does save you a lot of cost in the weapons department, and it's pretty darn high cost. I mean, not high cost, high magic attack. So I like this. I think it's called Exorcism, right? Oh, it was called Exorcism. So the SSR version is called the Staff of Exorcism, I'm pretty sure, and it's good. This staff is another 25. I mean, obviously guys, if you have higher cost weapons or staffs, definitely equip them instead. But if you're free to play or you have bad luck, then you can still be decent by, you know, maximizing your what you have. Let me just say that. Okay, so reason why this is only plus 99 is because you see here Sally actually separates her her pluses into attack and magic attack to maximize efficiency. So that's why she only has 99 magic attack here. And okay, so I pretty much covered this. So Secret of the Meteor is still really good skill to, not skill, it is actually, it's called a skill skill to have on your weapons. So if you have that, you would maybe want to equip like 2 or 3 of them. At 3 is the max. I wouldn't go over 3, and the rest definitely have Magic Testament. For this is, keep in mind, this is for your questing set. Sorry, there are people talking outside hella loud. Hopefully you can't hear them. Hysterical people laughing. Anyway, I say that so often. This is the Nyx's hat. It procs Magic Testament, right? Yep, it's Magic Testament. And here is Magic Reflection. These hats, this one, the Fairy Queen Circlet, and then there's a crown for the guy version. These are super good for like mages and clerics because first they're hats, and second they're really good because they have balanced stats and they're 25 cost. So if you have them, definitely put infusions into these even though they are low cost. This is another good one, the Shinatobe, why is it called Animoy's headdress. It's the Shinatobe one, but it changes name. Okay, first time I'm learning this. This is also really good. So if you have this and you're looking for something to infuse, you can also infuse this. It's also a hat, so you get the bonus stats from it being a hat. And here, this is the Royal Maiden helmet. It's from an event. The, what is it? The not China event. Three Kingdom event. Though it does not have the best skill, it is really cheap in cost, and the infusions basically came for free. So if you're free to play, you should definitely have this fully infused if you got the chance to. I know it's kind of hard for newer players to fully infuse free to play stuff because the farming is a lot harder, but if you did have it, you should, and you don't have anything better, you should definitely have it equipped. Here we have a lot of free to play stuff. So here, this one, this thingy here, all free to play, and this is really good too. So what we have here is another Magic Testament, right? Okay, I really like the Nyx design though. Sidetracked, and here is a dress. When you pick your defense stuff, you definitely want to keep in mind that you want to aim for reflection, but again, if you don't have that choice, equip whatever you have. So as you can see here, Sally has pretty balanced stats, right? So this is what you always want to aim for, balanced stat. You don't want like 30k someone's waving at me. You don't want 30k like defense and like 60k magic defense, right? You'll get shitted on by lancers, no joke. I heard from Sally that this Queen's Mail is her oldest UR piece. She gave up on spawning like long time ago, so she's pretty bitter about her spawn rates, which I would understand, but you know, I'm all about that YOLO life, cause I don't know, I don't have any other things to spend money on, so I spend it on this. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is really good. She got super lucky with this. Any kind of Valkyrie armor or Valkyrie weapons is super good. Even a Valkyrie herself is super good, unless you get a repeat one, then it's not so good anymore. So if you have Valkyrie armor, definitely equip it. And this is another one. Wait, was this the one that she always had? I think she had this one for longer. I don't know. But yeah, if you can, do aim for the balance. I believe this is physical. Yeah, physical. You see she has physical and then she has magic, so that creates a very, very nice balance. And Amaterasu's glory is magic. Yeah, magic. Okay, so she has this fully infused. So again, guys, if you don't have the luxury to spawn for stuff, just farm the elemental stuff and get the gear from it. It does increase your defense / magic defense by a lot. And now we have the monsters, the bane of Sally's existence. I exaggerate. Okay, so Succubus is her only UR monster from spawning. I think a lot of you might be a little more lucky, so no complaints, okay? Don't say like, oh, I'm free to play, I can't compete. She's competitive and she's free to play. So you guys who are free to play, you just gotta suck it up, take in the bad luck, take in the whales, and just roll with it. I believe this is from the box spawn from the previous week, Evangelion box 1.0, I believe. This is a nice filler just to give stats. It has no utility whatsoever. Ama is super good for utility because you know, monsters be fucking you up left and right with paralysis, confusion, and blind. You know, you need Ama, and she does have a nice reflection. So Banshee, aka Nemayan, is also super good for those of you who are mages and archers. The Nemayan buff, like its counterpart Jark, which has better stats but basically does the same thing, maybe a little worse, increases the magic ability power of everyone. I was gonna say of mages, but I was like, no, if the Lancer uses it, it would also increase it. But increasing the ability power means that your normal meteors will hit more like meteors and less like meatballs. No, but meatballs are scary too. So it's super good for mages as well as for archers, but not so good for everything else. So if you are a mage, you definitely should have an Nemayan, especially for quests. But if you have something better like a Valk, it is a little better because it benefits everybody. Succubus. Okay, so why Succubus is super good, as you can see here, it has higher magic attack than magic defense, right? So even though there's like an imbalance because the magic damage is so high, it's super good. As you can see here, it's better than the 30 cost monsters in terms of magic attack. Okay, so that's why Succubus is a very good monster to have if you're a mage, and it's free to play, so get it. Yeah, even though your orbs. I sound drunk. Marduk. Why Marduk is good for PvE? So Marduk balances, right? So that means it takes away the buff of the permanent. So this is super good for your boss fights, especially when they buff like 8 stats and you don't have a balance, you get fucked over left and right. Yeah, you don't want that, especially at the end, right? You're like, oh, we're at the end, finally, you know, 2 more minutes and we're gonna win, and then boom, it buffs and it kills you. No, you don't want that. So that's why you have this. And Thanatos, whatever you could want to call it, this weird ass monster with like the dark Valk with bigger butt. Her bust is big as her like freaking head, man. This is insane. And she has no torso. Her bust is her torso. And then you have Lilith here with no boobs whatsoever. What is wrong with the people who designed this monster? I don't know everything. So this monster altogether is pretty useless, right? It does a lot of the things that other monsters can do, but better. But because it's a 34 cost, it gives pretty good stats comparably, and it's good for GVG, especially if you're frontline and you need to do that Unison, right? But then nowadays, like, I never see Unison battles anymore. It's like all about that one-shot life. So if you're a competitive player and you're in the top game competitively, and you wouldn't be listening to my advice necessarily, and you would realize that nowadays no one really does Unison to win games anymore, because archers be fucking OP. Alright, that's a sore spot. Let's move on. Okay, gear sets. So I just did what? I did questing set. Okay, so let me just show you guys this. So this is not much different from the, the questing set, but the abilities are, oh fuck, I forgot abilities. Alright, let me just show you this. So this is what you usually do if you're a mage and you want to farm Lehman Mins and other stuff. So this is what I do. And it kills super fast. You know, fuck every other class which does single target. Use mages and those, like these attacks, which I think are especially created, right? These attacks must have been especially created to farm those events pretty quickly. I kid you not. But besides like farming like pastas or eggs or cumin, never use these attacks. These like suck balls. They suck so hard. I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, questing set. I forgot to look at the skills. I fucked up. Bear with me. Okay, so you have Skewered, Calamity, and Blood Oath. So Blood Oath and Calamity are from the 5th ring, I'm pretty sure. Let me check for you guys. Why am I guessing when this is unlocked? So no, this is not Calamity. Blood Oath and Calamity. There we go. So these have super short cooldowns, and pretty low cost comparatively speaking. What am I doing? Okay, so Blood Oath is super good, especially because in Coliseum and like really GVG2, mages get targeted down first, and so the more HP you lose, the harder you hit, and this is an insane amount of damage, okay, at low HP. So definitely have Blood Oath equipped in both PvE and as well as PvP sets. It's super good if you're up to the 5th ring, that is. Let me go back to abilities. And Calamity, I think it's just because it's high ability power and it's low cooldown and low cost, so this is a super good thing to have. Skewered it's always been good, and especially because Sally has the staff for it. If it procs, I think it does a lot of damage. Okay. But you can replace Skewered for like other attacks. I don't generally recommend Meteor Rain in PvE, especially for quests, normal questing, because or grinding, because it has a really high cooldown, even though it does a lot of damage. But generally you're targeting one monster at a time, right? Especially like with all the monsters who have reflex skills. So I think Meteor Strike would be better, especially have the procs for it. But Skewered is awesome too. So Skewered, but definitely have these two, Calamity and Blood Oath. And this Wizard Strike is from the event, is from this staff right here. You guys should know this, right? Yes, so it's from this. You buy these with metals, the light metals that you get from farming armor. So you do that and you get it, and it replaces the auto attack, which really sucks for mages. So definitely, if you can, farm it. I mean, even though it doesn't do that much damage, it's still better than the auto attack. Whew, okay, gear sets, moving on. Okay, I did the questing, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Guild battles is when things get a little tricky, so we have two paths for mages in guild battles. So you can either go with the frontline path or the backline path. I'm going to do backline first because Sally has the build for it. So backline, you definitely want your Nyx Blessing on. So you see she has it on, and since you're in the backline, your defenses don't mean shit. So you have as much Magical Testament / Fatal, this is Fatal Testament as you can, and she has quite a few here. I think all of them. Yep, Fatal. Oh damn, I didn't know that there was another one. Okay, so a lot of Fatals. Again, these are from the guild shop. You can exchange them. They're quite cheap, and I'm pretty sure you can get like 3 or 5 of each. I don't know. You can get quite a bit. And these are magic testaments, all farmed from, oh, that's why she doesn't have it infused. Okay, this, you can get these from the next event. Okay, next, she also has this Void Dragon Staff from Mobius event, so you can exchange the staff, and this is a crystal breaker. It procs quite a bit. I would say it procs at least like every turn, or like every other turn at the minimum, if it doesn't proc every turn. So this is super good to have if you're a backline. And everything else I'm pretty sure is the same. You want to maximize your magic attack, which she did. Monsters, so in backline your monsters really don't matter. I would have like as many Thanatos as possible, because that does maximize your magic attack. So you know, do what you will to maximize your magic attack if you want to play a backline mage. Frontline mage, it's a bit different, and maybe I'll show you guys in a later video, but I don't have access to a frontline mage just yet. But to give you guys some idea of how you run a frontline mage, I think you should obviously switch out your defense gear. So you want to maximize your defenses. Preferably you want to have like 2 defense ups constants, so you can survive against lancers. I've seen quite a few lancers in frontline recently, so mages should definitely beef up their defenses. I don't like having Nyx Blessing or not having it. It's totally up to you. Like me, preferably I like survival most, so I've taken off my Apollo blessing, and if I were mage I would also take off my Nyx Blessing for reflection proc instead. And monsters for frontline mages, it depends on what you have. Like this monster set is fine for frontline mages. If you get Unison first, like you probably throw like a Amma or a Succubus. Why am I saying Succubus? Amma or a Lilith. Anything that debuffs or protects you is usually good for a frontline mage to have, so you can throw it up if you're getting targeted. And for weapons, same thing. You want to have magical testament weapons as well as meteor weapons. And let's talk about skills. Ooh, I've been talking for forever. I'm being so parched. Okay, so here she has Skewered, Blood Oath, Calamity, and Wizard Strike, as well as Fanatic Soul. So as a backline mage, you definitely want to have Fanatic Soul. That is what made backline mages so popular. So it consumes 30% of your max HP and increases critical chance of all allies for 50 seconds, right? So it's basically, it's like a Shinotobe. I think it's like a Shinotobe. So, or Cure, I don't know, either or, maybe both, I don't know. But it makes archers even more OP in backline. So you definitely need this, right? And you have Calamity. Blood Oath is definitely good with conjunction with this, because this consumes 30% of your HP, and this increases in damage as you lose HP. So these two are really good sync together. Skewered is generally really good to have because it damages enemy, so it's like 220 ability power with a pretty decent cooldown, and the cost is kind of high for my liking, but hey, whatever. And Calamity is also, you see the cost, and the cost and time ratio is really good, so have that. I don't think you need to switch out anything for EE. I think this is a pretty good setup. You want your archers, I think, to ensure that you have enough damage output. Your archers should carry Ether Exchange. Yep, but it all depends on your whole setup. Okay. And for let me just show you guys. For a frontline mage, I think it should be something like this. Blood Oath. No, we don't need this. We don't need this. We should have no. Just kidding. And where's EE? Where's EE? Okay. So these two are a must. So why Meteor Rain instead of Meteor Strike? As Sally explained to me, because Meteor Rain does the same damage as Meteor Strike, and you could fish with this. Fish means you try to kill something or someone before they throw out Unison, so it tends to happen less nowadays, but it's still possible. And you know, if she does Meteor Rain, she usually, like, the opponents are usually at least half HP. unless they have like, you know, insane procs, and then we finish them off. We meaning the lancers on our team. And Calamity, no, it's not Calamity, what the fuck am I saying? Blood Oath is just generally very good in everything. And in the middle, why I have this blank is because you can either use, where is it? You can use guard, or you could use like a barrier. But I think guard is better because the cost for this is really high. So I don't think you have enough cost to protect yourself after you use meter ring. So I think guard is better for mages to have. And this is the frontline setup. Generally, depends on what you like, but that's my recommendation, so take it or leave it, I don't care. And that's really it. Oh, I mean, if you guys want to see, this is the Calo setup. So Calo setup, Meteor Rain, as you can see here, Blood Oath. Blood Oath is so OP because, you know, mages always go down first, right? And if you can survive, if you're a good mage, you will survive the first wave of attacks. And with either a guard or if you have a healer on you, that's even better. And you just Blood Oath and you just strike, and then you fuck people up, right? And HB is good for every class. And Coliseum, and you have Wizard Strike, obviously. And I think that is it. Even though Sally is a free to play, she does extremely well in guild battles as well as in PvE. So it's all about the experience, right? So keep playing, guys. Don't lose faith if you're free to play. Don't look at other people's gear score like, fuck, you know, I'm never gonna get that far. Don't think like that. Just keep striving. Sally did it, so it's entirely possible. And you've seen physical proof that this is possible. So keep doing it, guys. Alright. Of course, this would have been better if professional mages taught you guys this, but I've been taught by professional mages, so my advice is their advice. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm being repetitive now, so I'm gonna shut myself. Bye bye. I'll be back. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.